Celebration in Hollywood for the best in television. We're talking about the 77th Emmy Awards. Those were held last night, and today we're actually looking back at the best moments from TV's biggest night.
And our Robert Kovacik was there on the red carpet with all the stars, and today he's breaking down the highlights from the awards show.
Robert, the big winner was the studio.
There is so much to
right?
Yeah, Colleen and Michael, I'm sorry to interrupt, but there is so much to talk about last night. You start with just the surprises itself, that Britt Lauer beat Kathy Bates, Jeff Hiller beat Harrison Ford. You've got the snubs, White Lotus wilted, winning just one of 23 nominations. And then, of course, you had that inevitable showdown between Severance and the Pitt for Best Drama Series. But I did hear you mention the studio. Pretty much everybody knew that was going to win for Best Comedy. And when it comes to the studio, Colleen and Michael, this was a very big win, not only for Seth Rogen, picking up 4 trophies last night, but think of what this means for Hollywood and the entertainment industry moving forward. This is a show that is produced and filmed right here in Hollywood. If you watch the show, you see very familiar locations. Could this be a start of a trend to get production back here in Southern California?
So, Robert, as we were watching the show last night, we noticed NBC really had a presence, huh?
Wasn't that great?
Yeah.
And we're going to show you some of the moments that NBC was highlighted in form of a countdown, if you will. And let's start with number 50.
And the Emmy goes to SNL 50, the anniversary special.
This was sort of a surprise win for the SNL 50th anniversary special. It bested Beyonce and other top contenders. This was the 50th anniversary of SNL special that won, and also, Colleen and Michael, this marked the 50th year, 50 years ago, when Lorne Michaels took the stage and won his first award. Okay, now let's go to 40.
For the girls. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again.
Voice Judge Reba McEntire on stage with Little Big Town, and the reason why, 40 years ago last night, that hit show, The Golden Girls, premiered on NBC, and there they are singing that familiar theme song. And then, of course, there's 35. The 35th anniversary of that primetime mainstay, that ridiculously successful franchise we love called Law and Order. There they are on stage and backstage at the Governor's Ball that we showed you exclusively live on NBC4 in our post-NFL coverage. There was Mariska Hargitay. There was Christopher Maloney. And look who they're talking to, Michael and Colleen. They are talking to Nate Bargatze, the host. Chris Maloney said that Nate Bargatze's hosting and that show was, quote unquote, a revelation. Honestly, the viewers seem to agree. The numbers were up big time, the biggest show they've had in 4 years. Over 7 million people tuning in to the Emmy Awards last night.
Okay, aside from the ceremony, Robert, we know you were on the red carpet as well. We know what that's like. Was there something that stood out there, your favorite moment?
Well, you know what it's like when whether you're dealing with politicians or whether you're dealing with celebrities, they're always being handled. You know, they're always being pushed and directed and dragged. Not since I saw Prince Harry outside of Windsor Castle doing the walkabout the night before he married Meghan Markle, and I said, Prince Harry, we're from Los Angeles. Did he hear those words and stop and turn around and ran over to us to say hi? Well, this happened last night, and this is all I had to say. Noah, you got to say hi to NBC.
NBC!
You got to say hi to NBC. I mean, it would just be. How are you, my man?
Thanks,
Robert Kovacik, good to see you.
Nice guilt trip.
How are you?
Before I forget, Juliette Honen's decision.
There he is, Colleen and Michael. All you had to remind Noah Wyle was we're NBC, and of course the reason why Noah Wyle that got his start, that was launched to superstardom during that ER period that started running in the 90s. Noah Wyle, that's a John Wells medical drama for which he received 5 Emmy nominations, back last night for another John Wells medical drama. And Noah Wyle brought it home, winning his Emmy for Best Actor in a Drama Series, as well as the Pitt winning Best Drama Series, a show that he produces and he writes for and also directs. So Noah Wyle said to me last night on the red carpet, of course I've got to acknowledge NBC. He remembered his roots and he said, Robert, it's been 23 years since I've been invited to this party, and he remembers his very first invitation thanks to the Peacock Network. Now, before we let you go, just a couple of things that we did learn that for you TV insiders that you'll want to know about. Hacks, which is actually filmed right behind me, many of the scenes, they are filming their final season right now. Gene Smart and Hannah Einbinder admitted last night backstage that they do not know how it's going to end. Even the writers have not told them how this show is going to wrap up. If you are a fan of Traitors, congratulations, Traitors. NBC has renewed Traitors for another season. Traitors sweeping the reality TV categories. 5 for 5 last night. A new Traitors Civilians, coming to you soon. Voice Judge Reva McEntire, the voice is on right now, says the voice this year has the best singers they've ever had. So one reason to tune in. And finally, SNL. The new season premieres October 4th right here on NBC. A lot to talk about, and it was last night a great night.
All right, Robert, appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Don't you love how he guilted Noah Wyle?
I thought the same
It was
thing.
Brilliant.
It wasn't
Robert,
guilt.
brilliant.
It wasn't guilt.
Oh, Robert, we work with you. We know.
Yeah. You call it obligation, we call it guilt. All right,
Yeah.
Robert, we appreciate it. Thank you. You can go behind the scenes with the stars and find a full list of winners. I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
On our NBCLA app and
know,
on our
Robert.
social media pages. Emmy's fashion is